Hello, good afternoon. How are you? I just thought I would come on here this afternoon and just do a quick my last afternoon without being a teacher as well. Happy days, eh? Who'd have thought, you're gonna have it all piled on you. Fitness instructor, teacher, the works. It's gonna be a fun season. But I just wanted to come up and just have a little conversation about income protection, sickness cover. I've had a few of my clients sending inquiries, questions about is it can I get some cover? And I just thought I'd send a little quick message for you all. We're in this season of coronavirus. We've seen it all in the news, and it's impacting our lives. There's no tissue paper in the shops, and ultimately, it's new territory. It's a new space where the future, no one really knows exactly when it's going to end. However, the worries that people have are, how is this going to affect my money? Am I going to be able to pay my bills? Will I lose my home? Those are real concerns. Is my business going to stand, that people are having? And I just wanted to explain a few things for you in terms of income protection, what it is, where it features. And I thought it would be good to do it now because actually this whole week we've been getting providers coming in with new changes, new adjustments. Some have actually said, no, we're going to be on board with this, we're going to cover it fully, even for new clients, whereas others are still saying, well, actually, we're backing out of this one. Anyone who was covered previously will be covered, but anyone going forward isn't going to be covered. So if you're umming and ahhing and thinking, is this the best time, and you wanted to do it and you do it because of your circumstances, hopefully this video is going to help you to make a decision on which stance you need to take. So statutory sick pay, we've heard the government talk about it. It's £94.25 a month, a week, which is a very generous offer, I think, because hey, we're in this territory where things are shifting and changing. But most people can't really pay most of their bills on that. The plus is, I think, with no movies, no for the next few months, your bills aren't really going to be that much. They're going to reduce significantly, you'll find. So the risk factor itself is not going to be as terrible or as bad as we've anticipated it. A lot of companies are stepping in and saying, we're going to give you balance, we're going to hold back certain things. We're not going to charge you interest on that, and etc. So I think there's a lot of support that's coming along people's way, which is good. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about what income protection does. So, I have a lot of self people that I know, people in the front line who are really facing this thing and thinking, hey, if I'm ill, maybe for 3 months or maybe for longer, what does that look like? Will the support still go on? I just wanted to talk to you about what income protection can do and what it can cover you for. So, income protection is literally a policy that we take out to secure their salary or their income that they get. There are caps and limits to what we can cover you for because you're not supposed to be financially better off when you're sick than when you were working. But as that's what we would do to assess that, figure out and for you. Now, one is covered as long as they keep making the premiums, and would be covered as long for the conditions disclosed in that particular policy that you've taken out. So there's loads of covers out there, as I've said before. Now, I just want to give people as a consideration where you're thinking, I've heard people say, oh, it's a lot of stamps are money, but actually you are the most important asset out there. I think this scenario that we're facing now has made people realize that if I'm not able to go out to work, no money is going to come in. If no money is going to come in, how am I going to pay for food? How am I going to pay for my bills? It's everybody in the face with how important our health is. Your health is your wealth. If you can't work, you can't do very much. And I'm just like praying behind the scenes to say this thing ends soon because it's really affecting, small businesses, businesses, personal lives. It's a real mess out there. But I, as a believer, I believe God is on it, and we will come on the other side. Um, so the two people I want to look at is a scenario of a 35-year-old, and what one of the people has done is they've done some stochastic modeling where they've said, okay, based on age, sex, UK statistics of medicine, uh, these people, what are the probabilities of them, say, for more than 2 months before they reach their planned retirement age of 68, which is currently sort of pensionable age, or um, being diagnosed with a critical illness. A critical illness is your cancers, heart strokes, MS, Parkinson's, which don't kill you, but can really drastically impact your life and the way life looks after that. Or what's the probability of them dying? You know, so most of us always think about life insurance and death, and statistically, actually, is the least likely thing to happen before planned retirement age. If we're looking at someone who's 5, there's only a 5% risk of a non-smoker dying before 68, according to the statistic. Um, I'm sure it hasn't considered the current landscape yet, but as of yesterday when I did this, that was the figure that was showing there. 14% risk of being diagnosed with a critical illness and a 41% risk of being off work for more than 2 months or more, which is actually quite a high probability, really, when you consider that the reason you get up in the morning, hop on that train, or is to bring that money in, and there's a 41% 35-year-old not being able to work for 2 months or more, and hence it's important to consider, if I'm not able to work because I'm ill, am I going to get paid? So even when selecting your job, sick pay, am I going to get paid? If you're not getting paid and I'm on statutory sick pay, £94.5, can I cope with that? Okay. If you're not going to be okay with that, you have to be thinking, what else is out there that can bridge that gap? So, I hear a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to boss, I'm doing this, and it's great to start to think that way because we need the multiple income streams to do that. But all those streams are strong and flowing, that for real, no matter what comes, that money is coming in. Um, even at times like this, even landlords, I've had landlords calling me saying, hello, I can't pay, what's going to happen to my mortgage? So even that has an element of everything that's an investment, has a risk element to it as well. So income protection literally makes sure that there's an income that gets paid to you in the event of you being off work due to sickness. And what we do as advisors is we sit down with you, we assess what your income is, what the limits are, what things you're predisposed to, and we select a provider that would best meet that need for you. Most people in the UK can't cope for more than 2 months without money coming in. Financially, it's regression. It's huge credit card debt, backsliding. You know what I mean? And actually, that's the last thing you want to worry about when you're not well. And the question is, where are you? Are you prepared? Have you that element? Okay. Now, if someone was a smoker, the risk is a little high. It's actually a 46% risk of being off work sick for a 35-year-old for more than 2 months. 51% risk of being diagnosed with a critical illness, and a 20%, tell a lie, apologies, 51% risk of being off work more than 2 months, 20% risk of being diagnosed with a critical illness, and a 12% risk of dying before their planned retirement age. And this is just risk factor, because insurance is all about risk. If you don't, it doesn't pay out. I've heard people say, "Oh, I've been paying for years, but I did," and I'm like, it's like car insurance. At the end of the year, if you don't have an accident, the car insurance doesn't say, "Oh, there's money back." You're really glad that, oh, praise God, I was okay, I didn't fall ill, and so are insurances. But if you did need to claim on it on your rainy day, on a day of a storm, you're relieved. You don't have, that's one thing you don't have to worry about. And currently, we're getting a few providers saying, yes, coronavirus, we're in there, we're going to cover it, we're okay. But we're also getting providers saying, you know what, we're covering it for people who've had the policy previously, but any new people, if they have to self-isolate, or they get their signal from 111, we're out. By the way, that's one of the ways that someone then accesses the claim for income protection. You literally, yeah, ordinarily you would get a signal from your doctor saying you're not able or unfit for work. In this scenario, that 111 call is sufficing for this particular instance, where the systems are jam packed and overloaded. So yeah, um, what I'm saying to my friends who are support workers, social workers out on the field, agency workers who are thinking, hey, I can't get this thing, I need to keep working. Obviously, the most important thing is your life and survival and making it through. If you already don't have any income protection in place, please make sure that you put some in place. We're here as advisors to help guide you picking the right one. It's a free consultation service to just look and sit down with you and say, right, okay, XYZ, this is what is available. This is what would be best for you based on your scenario. One less thing you need to worry about. It's not a season to worry, but a season to maintain your peace and on to the things that are true and pure and lovely and praiseworthy. Because the whole world is in a panic, and you don't need to get involved in any of that. But you need to just sit back, make calculated moves, think, where am I, what's on my board, how do I fare if XYZ happens. The things that you can't help them. Hey, what will be, but you will come on the other side and you'll be fine. So yeah, I just wanted to put that there. So for those who I've been getting loads of inquiries, so I'm gonna send this out there so that you just have an understanding of what does it actually cover for. And I'm speaking to people in the UK because I'm not regulated to speak. I don't know it about other countries that you do out there, but yeah, as long as someone's paying their premiums and you're claiming for something that is quite in the policy, you know there's a potential that it will be a successful claim on there. So yes, get covered, stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face. Yeah, and we'll see you on the other side of this thing. Right, take care. God bless you. Bye.